United States Naval Academy in 1991. His tours include Assistant Platoon Commander at SEAL Team 8, Test Article Officer in charge of an MKB Special Operations Craft, SOC, at United States Special Operations Command, Operations Officer at Special Boat Unit 20, MKB SOC SOC Liaison Officer to Special Operations Command European Command, Naval Special Warfare Task Unit, Commander for a Mediterranean Amphibious Ready Group, and Platoon Commander at SEAL Team 8. As a reservist, Shipley served as Executive Officer of Navy Reserve Naval Special Warfare Group 2 Detachment 309, as Executive Officer of SEAL Team 3 Fallujah, Iraq in 2006, and as NSWTU Commander Manda Bay, Kenya, 2006 to 2007. He is currently the Commanding Officer of SEAL Detachment 18 in Little Creek, Virginia. Shipley has completed Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL School, United States Army Ranger School, Military Free Fall School, Air Command and Staff College, Joint Professional Military Education, and the Joint Staffs College's Advanced JPME. As a civilian, he is a General Electric Qualified Six Sigma Master Black Belt, ISO 9000 Auditor, and author of an energy efficiency home improvement book. Any spare time. He currently conducts security consulting for the U.S. government in Iraq and Afghanistan, where he has spent approximately half of each year since 2003, and he is married to the former Christine Sassine. Shipley's awards include Bronze Star Medal, Meritorious Defense Service Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Navy Commendation Medal, Navy Achievement Medal, and various unit campaign and service awards. So,
Great American.
Yes, a great American. Commander Shipley.
Yeah.
Well, after that introduction, I don't know if much more I can say about myself. Appreciate that. I would like to recognize Barbara and Kim, and also my friend Chris Gregg, for integral for getting me down here. It's a little too loud. Anyway, in addition to all those things she said, I'm also a 10th generation Marylander. My ancestor came over from England in 1668. He was an indentured servant, and at the end of his life he had 10,000 acres and four sons, from whom most all servants of Maryland descended, as well as Abraham Lincoln's descendants. I'm also a descendant of Colonel Joseph Wood, who that's my name, and he was a colonel during the Revolution and the founder of Wood's program. So I have a lot of tied up in the Constitution, and it's kind of a family heritage type of deal. As a SEAL officer, and as an officer in the military, we all take an oath of office to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. What did that mean? So I researched it and studied, and this is the result. So as I go through this, I want you to ask questions as I go along. So if you have a question, please ask it, and I'll answer it at the time. Where our founders got the wisdom to create this document. Examine the worldview of our founding culture. People that in 1775 that were here at the time, what was their culture? And then comprehend the articles and amendments of the Constitution. So the first question I have is, were any of our founders deists? What do you guys say? All of them. Were any of our founders deists?
Pardon me for being asking stupid questions. I could lose a deist.
I will define that. That's a good question. But does anybody here think that our founders were deists? Were all of them, some of them?
They're very religious.
First, define a founding father. A founding father is somebody who had significant influence, provided prominent leadership, had a substantial impact on the birth, development, and establishment of America as an independent, self-governing nation. So that covers a lot of people. That covers the broad spectrum, not just the people who signed the Declaration of Independence or the framers of our Constitution, but also people like Patrick Henry, who were in the background and did a lot of stuff as well. So, Atheists, agnostics, and deists. Today, people say these are all synonymous terms, but I'll show you the definition of each. An atheist is somebody who doesn't believe in God. Agnostic doesn't believe anything past what they can see, so it can't be proven that it's not, it doesn't exist. And a deist is one who believes that there is a God of the universe, but he no longer plays in the lives of man. That is like the clockmaker who wound up the clock and let it go. So, given that definition, yes, some of our founders were deists. Thomas Paine is one of them. Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense. And after, and he was, integral in the Revolution, but afterwards he wrote this Age of Reason right here. And this is what he said, and Jews, Christians, and Turks, meaning Muslims, I disbelieve them all. And they said a bunch of other things in the Age of Reason, but what's so more peculiar is what the reaction that the other founders had. Here's Benjamin Franklin, who is a self-proclaimed deist, but he doesn't fit the definition of deist because he believed that God did intervene in the affairs of man. And that Thomas Paine sent a read-ahead copy, and this is what he said to Thomas Paine. He said, don't burn it. He said, don't publish it, burn it. He said, if men are so wicked with religion, what would they be without it? Here's John Adams in his response to the Age of Reason. He said, the Christian religion of wisdom, virtue, equity, humanity. Samuel Adams, response to the Age of Reason. He said that Thomas Paine could not unchristianize the mass of people or anybody else with the pen. It just couldn't be done. John Jay, first Supreme Court Justice, said the truth of Christianity can, when carefully examined, will be convicted in candid minds. And then he went on to put down the Age of Reason. He said that it wasn't for mankind, for truth. Here's what some other founding fathers said. Benjamin Rush, who said it was absurd and pious. Charles Carroll, the only Catholic to sign the framework of the Constitution, said it was blasphemous writings against the Christian religion. John Witherspoon said it was ignorant of human nature as well as enemy to Christian faith. And Patrick Henry just put down Thomas Paine altogether. But these are only some examples of the things that our founders had to say. I mean, there is literally a mountain of evidence out there that says that our founders were born-again Christians in their own writings, in their own words. You look at their wills, it's out there. And anybody who doesn't understand that is willfully ignorant or lying to us, one or the other. I bring Benjamin Franklin up again because he's a self-proclaimed deist. He's one of the most unbiased people that you can refer to on the subject matter. And he was espousing what our culture was here in America. And he said that religion is not only tolerated, it's respected and practiced. That atheism is unknown here, and that infidelity to the scriptures is rare and secret. And that's Benjamin Franklin. So, our founders were very Christian in their culture, and I'll explain more about that as I go on, but I wanted to put that out there first. So, if you had a choice, would you rather be governed by positive law or negative law? Who here would like to be governed by positive law? Raise your hand. Who here would like to be governed by negative law? I'll define them both. Positive law focuses on what you can do, and it leads to tyranny. Negative law focuses on what you can't not do, and it leads to freedom. And this is why. Imagine that everything within this oval is everything that you're allowed to do, and everything outside the oval going into affinities are the things that you're not allowed to do. That's positive law. It's where the government owns all the laws, and they give it to you via permit. So if you think of positive law, think of permit. Like if you want to cut down a tree in your yard, you got to go to the government to get permission. It's on your property. That's permit law, positive law.